Okay. And we're back into the draft.
Dyer's ban.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess going over last game again. They had no Radiant team had no CC besides Invoker, and Invoker didn't even go for Quaswex. So they had more damage, but they can't do anything with that damage because they have no lockdown with it to go with it. It was such a greedy lineup with the Prophet. I think maybe drop the Prophet, get a Clockwork, drop the Spectre, maybe get a Luna, and that lineup becomes 10 times more stable. And ironic, I just realized neither an Ember was not picked up that entire game. So even honestly, instead of the bro you get instead of the Spectre, you pick up the Ember. I don't even think Ember was banned that entire game. I think everyone just straight up forgot about him.
Radiant's pick.
And then they gave up first pick Lycan. They banned the Centaur. I think that's fine. Centaur is really annoying. It's a strong hero. But I don't know if we banned the Ember Spirit right there, because if you gave away Lycan and you don't get the Ember, I think Shadow Shaman's a great pickup, and the Nyx is good too. I think Nyx offlane is really strong. Shadow Shaman is probably one of the strongest supports right now. So I definitely think he's worth a fairly early pick. But they need something with some counter push now because of this Lycan. Naga, I know some people like running Naga against Lycan because net goes through BKB and kind of just defeats the purpose of his ult. You can Song and then into net, so you're kind of almost guaranteed. Clock is decent too. It's harder to hit a hook against someone who's moving that fast, but if you can land the hook, it's great.
10 seconds to go.
And then you have a Mirana pickup. I think Mirana is also just one of the better heroes right now because of her versatility. I personally am a fan of heroes that are just leave like Nyx and Mirana, who leave a lot up in the air, so you can't really figure out your lanes right away. I like Mirana as a 4-position Mirana, like farm wise. Like roaming Mirana, I think that's really strong. You can put her off lane, you can put her mid, you can run her as a carry, so you can do a lot of things with this Mirana. You know she won't be run carry because you have the Lycan, unless you choose to like dual mid him or something like that. And then the Stormspear banned. SFF banned the Storm 3rd pick last time too, so I guess they just don't like playing against Stormspear potentially. And then KFC bans the Dazzle. Dazzle's just a strong hero. Makes Lycan even more obnoxious because even if you can lock him down, now you can't kill him because of Dazzle.
10 seconds to go.
And let's see what SFF decides to ban out this time. I think he probably banned something that's another strong support, because they kind of got yeah, Disruptor's a good support to ban. They banned Disruptor also.
Radiant's ban.
Same, I think 4th pick last game as well. And a Visage ban. Visage is
Radiant's pick.
He's not as popular anymore because I think his CC is not really there with it. And with Dazzle and prevalent with heroes that don't have CC, you have AA, who provides Chilling Touch, which is just insane, and then you have Dazzle, which kind of protects with Shallow Grave, which is also really good. Visage really only comes to play in really aggro lanes, I feel.
10 seconds to go.
Well, you have other heroes that are a little more versatile, so I think that's why he's not picked up as much.
5 seconds.
He's still really, really strong for sure, so I think it's a good ban, because when you have a Mirana, usually a lot of times people favor her in aggro tri lane, because if you can hit if you have some kind of setup for the arrow, it's just so strong.
Dyer's pick.
And for the KFC has picked up the Lion, so now you have even more CC. You got 2 hexes, you have Iron Spike, you have essentially 2 Impales, 2 hexes, Shackle, and I guess Spike Carapace, if you will. I'm kind of surprised with the lack of Batrider by both these teams. I think he's the best besides maybe I guess Ember or Lycan. I think he's the best hero. I think honestly he's better than
5 seconds.
Ember Spirit. personally. Maybe I'm just biased. I think Batrider is just,
Reserve time.
he's always gonna have a game impact. Like even if he has a rough lane,
Radiant's pick.
he farms up. Like he just needs 2 items: Blink, Force Stuff, and you're done. Ember, if you have a bad game, like that RTZ game with the Ember where he just kind of just did nothing because he got held down so hard. It's like an every carry. I think Bat's just more reliable, so it's more my flavor. Venge is a decent pickup. You got some more damage coming out. Magic Missile, Wave of Terror. I don't even know. Vengeance Sword, is that what it's called? Yeah, Vengeance Sword. And now you just kind of gotta get
5
a
seconds.
more reliable setup like a Shadow Demon. I would think would be a great pick.
Reserve time.
To set up for the Mirana, and you kind of have a pretty strong kill lane. But unfortunately, KFC also has a pretty strong. Just the dual supports are pretty strong. But let's see what kind of carry or mid they choose to go up against the Lycan. I think you want something with something maybe like either something that's just really right click. I think something that can probably clear waves pretty fast. 'Cause with Wave of Terror, Vengeance, with Aura, Lycan, they're gonna push pretty hard. I think I would probably kind of like a Tinker. It may be a little too greedy, depending on the supports, because Tinker kind of gets Tinker gets destroyed and literally can't do anything against supports that rotate on him. Luna I think is a good pick. Then you have
Dyer's pick.
early Aura, 2 forms of locked CC or 1 form of CC, and you have level 1 Ether Shock, which does quite a bit of damage. I think it's like 140 or something. It is, yeah, 140 damage. And it's hard to bait Mirana. I don't really enjoy it that much because any team that's fairly coordinated can just juggle the
10
sleeps.
seconds to go.
And unless your Mirana player is decent at predicting, I think
5
like
seconds.
I don't remember the team that did it, but they nightmared one hero, the carry, and then
Reserve
shot
time.
the arrow at the other hero, and then the support ended up juggling the sleep and then getting stunned by the arrow. It was a pretty sick combo, but I'm not too sure what you can do. I think you need to find some kind of setup. I think Shadow Demon's honestly really good. He's great. He's a great roamer with Avenge. If you choose to run the Mirana support, then you may want something that can deal with the Luna. Okay, it looks like they're going Dragon Knight mid.
Radiant's ban.
I think Dragon Knight's fine. It's more push for them. But now you're in a position where do you ban a carry? Do you ban another support? Because if you run the, I think you
10
would
seconds
probably
to
ban
go.
a good support right now. I think you ban Shadow Demon.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
I think you may be more scared. I would be more
Reserve
scared
time.
of roaming Shadow Demon over the roaming Potom. They choose to ban the Viper for some reason.
Dyer's ban.
That's an interesting ban. It's an interesting ban. I'm not sure what the point of it is because you already have 2 cores, potentially 3 cores.
10 seconds to go.
Are they thinking you run a tri-lane with the Lycan,
5
Mirana,
seconds.
Avenge, mid, DK, and then solo safe lane Viper? I think that's what
Reserve
they're
time.
predicting. But I don't like Howl is pretty amazing. I think you need to get if you get another carry or another strong support. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Shadow Demon. Like with Howl, Venge, Aura, Stun,
Radiant's pick.
Mirana Arrow gives so much damage. It looks like we have a Kunkka
Dyer's
mid.
pick.
I'd like that. He has decent CC. And you have a lineup full of CC, so you don't even need to worry about that. He's got good carry potential, and he can buy time for Luna in the mid game. Like the 4 of them without this Luna. Last pick Jakiro. I think Jakiro is not a bad pick. His Liquid Fire is insane in lane, and Dual Breath is also insane in lane. Like Liquid Fire, I think is good enough now where you could even consider not getting Ice Path level 1 and going for the Liquid Fire. But if you can land it, the problem is like you have Venge Stun, which is like a super short range. You've got Jakiro Stun, which is harder to land. The Marana Arrow, which is a skill shot. You're gonna have to bank on some really good ice paths, or just banking on KFC being out of position to be able to get any kills on this lane. To be able to get some good kills in this lane. Alright, so let's, I guess, introduce the, well, yeah, I don't know. I'll wait till, I don't know, so I guess they're doing the attack pause, since every team does attack pauses in the beginning of games.
Alright,
so it looks like for Radiant side, we've got Akko on the mid Kunkka. We've got Polonium on the solo safe lane Nyx. Aggro try with Shadow Demon Nick. No, wow, dude, I've been having Shadow Demon on the mind, but no, with Shadow Shaman, Nyx, and a Luna. It's okay. I think Luna's kind of rough, but if they run a defensive try, which it seems like they are, interesting. They are running a defensive try. So okay. So they should be able to poop on this try. Alright. So level 1 smoke to probably get some wards up. I think it's a little bit, and then potentially get a kill. It's a little overkill, but maybe it'll work. It looks like it could work. If this Lycan walks up this way, oh man, if the Lycan walked up that way,
30 seconds to showtime.
They know. Nyx pinged him out. Nyx pinged it out. And then, yep, it looks like this is first blood. I don't know how. Oh, they're dead. Oh, Lucent being level 1. I don't know about that. Oh. Wow, the level 1 stick charge. The level 1 stick. I feel like that's almost always useless. And they couldn't get the kill. Like, I think they're missing some right click damage, and that would have been with the Luna Blessing probably. It would have been enough, and now Luna has no mana and stuck with level 1 Lucent Beam. Couldn't get the kill. Even if she chose to level 1, even if she kept the Lucent Beam, right? If she just like starter stepped when she was here, and then waited until the shackle was over to use the Lucent Beam, I think it would have been okay. But now you're in a position where Salva's down. I think the stick, it saved her. I mean, what can you say? The stick saved her. I'm not a huge fan of getting stick early, but seeing that this is an aggro try, it's not awful. I mean, well, Bobby got solo Nyx against Marana. That should be a super easy lane for Marana. Nyx should not have that great of a time. Carapace has such a long cooldown level 1 that it's just gonna be, rough. And then we look at CS. Hey, I never knew that the Shadow Blade gave purple Tidebringer splash. Anyway, so it looks like it's pretty even mid. Top, Lycan's 4-0 while Luna's 2-1, so it looks like Lycan's having a better time. Yeah, but Radiant still has a second smoke, so they can still go in on this. DK is not the easiest kill, but he's got level 3. He got level 3x, so I think they should be able to do it. DK's got his bottle up, and I'm assuming the first blood is going to be here, or bot if Marana. No, I don't think it'll be bot at all, because even if he gets hit by an arrow, he should be able to carapace out the arrow. And now that the lane's kind of pushed a bit, Luna Lycan really can't do much. I think they may want to just force, I want to say you want to force a fight. You want to keep fighting, but it's hard to fight. They have just so much lockdown. It just makes it difficult to fight. And if you're using the wolves to last hit right now, I don't know. He can't really. He probably should just harass with the wolves, or maybe even send the wolves mid to harass the Kunkka. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, I don't think Invoker got picked or banned this entire game. And if it didn't, if they gave this guy an Invoker again, and you went Quaswex, liking Quaswex Invoker, such a sick combo. But nothing seems to be happening. Mid, every lane is pretty even by the looks of it, except bot. But Nyx just really needs XP. It's fine if he doesn't get too much farm. Ideally, he would like farm, but if he doesn't get much of it, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, it looks rough. It's like, the problem with running an aggro with Luna is like, supports really can't rotate that well. Like, if you rotate mid, this try is gonna actually kill the Luna really easily. Oh, and they're going in, and I don't think they. Oh, nice and pale. Oh, but the vent's done, and then Howl, and they just have to back off. The Wolves are doing quite a bit. Alright. Oh, and a nice liquid fire by the Jakiro. And it's just like, it's kind of, well, Luna has a self, so it's okay. But she can't take much more of that. So we've got a history on top. And it looks like Dragonite should be able to pick it up pretty easily. Aw. And if this hasted Dragonite rotates up, if the lane pushes, they can easily get some good kills. And Nyx chose to go for a bottle. It's okay. I don't think it's bad on Nyx. I think it's better to rush Arcanes and then get for the Blink Dagger. And they're picking, I think, oh, they're just picking up the pull through. And they're just like farming the pull through, like the
Dire's top tower.
pull through creeps, so they get all the neutral creeps and they should be able to get phase. But I think they're just backing off. But they see Lycan up here. They don't need to be so scared. Oh, it looks like they're going. Oh, nice. Ice path. Oh, it looks like first blood. Oh man, that's rough. And they can even go for a second blood. Then tries to stun up. Then just stun up. And then hasted DK's up. And oh wow. Oh, and a nice ice path, but somehow it looks like he didn't get caught in it. But it looks like they wiped the entire tri lane. And you got a double kill on the DK, no, a single kill on the DK, but, and I think, what, Venge got two kills. That was like a really bad positioning, but like I was saying, like, the only way this try really does too much is if you have some great ice paths, which Have No Pity had a really sick ice path here, or you have, Radiant just being out of position, and in that case you had a little bit of both. And that kind of sucks for Kunkka because Kunkka was doing okay. Oh, but maybe if he dropped boat, I think he could have got the kill. But DK is just perfectly okay. He's gonna get this regen rune unless Nyx grabs it first. Oh, the race for the regen. Looks like Nyx is gonna not get it. Oh, that was a ballsy use of the regen. But now Nyx unfortunately was hoping for the man event for Vendetta, but none of that. And looks like you have a smoke mid, and then they're gonna go on him, and this should be a kill. There's the boat. There's the shock. I think he's stunned first. Instead of that, and then ooh, that's gone. It's going pretty bad right now. Nice positioning by Akko, and he got himself a double kill. And oh, the Venge got a kill. Oh, maybe would he be able to get a second? Oh, he doesn't have any more mana. That was good positioning by Akko. He kept walking in front, body blocking the Jakiro, so he couldn't walk away. In this situation, you have two teams that both rotated. Luna should be okay. Wolf harass may get a little too much for her, but now Lycan's getting close to his Vlads. He goes Vlads, and then he'll get the medallion, and easy level 1, easy Roche. And by the looks of it, there's only one war on the map, and it's just there to block the camp. And meanwhile, DK pops his ult and slowly just we'll tear down this tower.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand. Somebody's cooking.
Oh, and I missed a kill. Luna and Akko went top and got the kill on the Lycan, which is a pretty big kill.
Radiant's mid
Lycan
tower's
finished the lads,
mid
but
tower's getting the what
they
for.
basically traded the Lycan for the mid tower, which is honestly, it's not the worst trade in the world. And if you look at the gold chart, it looks like
Radiant's
Dire
mid tower's coming apart.
has the gold lead by 1,500, so nothing major. And if you look at bot, Nyx was killed by the rotation.
Radiant's
by the
mid tower
supports.
could use a hand.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have the mana to Vendetta. See, there's I kind of like Arcane's better. It's like a instant mana, and you can use it to have, if you need to use Vendetta to escape. You don't want to, but if you can't, if that's the only way you're gonna live, Arcane Bottle's not gonna save you. And Lycan's back top, and they're smoking onto the Lycan. And they should be able to get a kill here. Oh, but the smoke is revealed. Oh, and Luna backs off. But they should still have. They have enough CC to buy Luna.
Radiant's bottom tower sees better days.
Oh wow, that ice pet I think literally just saved him, and they got the kill on the Shadow Shaman. These supports are playing so much better than they did last game. Yeah, they're playing so much better. You have a Chen. Well, like last game, like the draft kind of just skipped them, but the Have No Pity and Physics Math Man are playing pretty well this game. That was a great rotation. Saves the Lycan, gets a double kill, including the Luna. This Vengeance is tearing it up, 3-0. I think Jakira's 5 assists in the Jakira, and he's got Macro Pyro up. And you look at levels. Oh wait, we had a swap. Oh, but he didn't have the mana to use his stun. But DK's here. Oh, but good stun by the Lion. Saves the DK. Saves the Kunkka. And they want to push this, but I don't really think they can. And the wolves just killed off. And the wolves killed off the Lion. Wow. Meanwhile, Karmatical's just farming. I think he needs to just turn on that Bassi and just kind of pressure this tower. And here it looks like, oh, that was a really nice kill. Oh, and good lead from the Mirana. And now this push is kind of dead. Good sentry ward, but I think it was too late. I missed it, I'm sorry, but I was watching this Luna farm. Meanwhile, so it looks like Nyx is almost at his mana boots. Oh, but he found a DD. He could, when Vendetta comes back up, that DD would be really nice. But it's unfortunate because you have Kunkka and normally I'm fine with having 2 bottle carriers. If one of the bottle carriers usually is, I don't know. I think the Nyx needs the runes if he's gonna go this build with this build, because he's just never gonna have mana. He's gonna basically get a kill, leave, go back to heal, and then walk around for a bit aimlessly until he gets another kill. And we got a stack for this Luna. Oh, the arrow misses, and the Eclipse. The creeps are coming in. The boat, nice boat. Oh wow, great rotation. What a bait. And now it looks like they're gonna have to take this tower. There's nothing really that Dire can do about it. And that was the kind of kill they needed, because now the gold lead is climbing back towards their favorites. They're still down 3k, but it's better than something. Now you got yourself Lion almost a 5, almost a 6. Shadow Summon a 6.
Tough as nails for now. Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Jakira's pushing top, but he's not going to be able to push the tower fast enough. Even with Liquid Fire.
Radiant's
against Serpent Wards.
Bad shape.
And
the Dire gave up
it's not
the
going to work
bottom
too well.
tower.
Meanwhile, though, they're Lycan's rushing, so they're essentially going to be trading this
Radiant's
tier
top
1 for a
tower is
Roche,
taking hits.
which I think is a fine trade.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
And the DK's protecting him, and there's the
Roche
Roche.
is tough, but the Dire's tougher still.
Oh, and looks like they're going to try to fight.
Radiant's top tower in bad shape.
Oh, great swap by the Venge. Nice arrow, but I don't think it can do anything. Oh, the Venge lives! The Venge lives! The Venge lives! Oh, she's dead. Oh, and Kunko almost dies to the... Well, now you basically traded the Venge and Tier 1 for Aegis. Yeah, Graph is slowly climbing back up to Radiant's favor. It was fine, I think, until you gave the Venge. But you still kept Aegis. And it looks like Luna's got only a Nicola. Her farm is... She has the highest CS in the game, but like... It's doing okay. One... Oh, I guess she has a full one. So one treads a killer. But she's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for her to jungle because she needs some kind of lifesteal.
Radiant's top tower's been disowned.
We got a good deny by the Kunkka, and I guess everyone's just going back to farming now. There's some nice stack. There's like I think one stack for Luna, which is nice. And I think Ancients aren't stacked at all. Oh, I think Chuck Thunder should be able to... Yeah, oh, nice swap. Good stun. Arrow. And then you have an X that's not going to do anything. This is a good stun. Good swap by the bench. Good, really quick decision making. Kind of doing some work for them. That was... The boat misses. Good ice path. They can just fight. They have Aegis. Mirana shoots the arrow. I don't know if she's sitting back so far back. Shoots the arrow, but she shot it a little earlier. She probably could have gotten a kill. Well, now they can just push. They have DK form, ults, liquid fire, and everything. And Lycan has Aegis, so they can be a little bit more aggressive as well. And then once Lycan gets a BKB, this game is going to be a lot harder for Radiant because they don't have anything that breaks BKB right now.
Ain't doing so good.
And that's a good tier 2, so they got a kill in a tier 2, and suddenly the gold should be switching back to them. Yeah. Yeah, that 1k gold change. And looks like they'll probably find the stack, and if they find the stack and take it... Oh, he just walked right by it. Interesting choice to not get a single point in Feral Impulse. I think that's a pretty good spell. Howl is amazing, but I don't think you need to... I think it's great to have a value point in Howl, personally. And then go for a Feral Impulse. Feral Impulse scales better just because it's percentage based for your bonus damage. I'm pretty sure, anyway. But Howl's not awful. I still think you need at least a point.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower.
They're going to defend this. Kunkka's making a Lothar's. Potomalt goes up. And it looks like they want to try to... It's kind of a pretty obvious Potomalt, I think, but... Maybe they're hoping to rotate in on someone else? I'm not sure. I think it was a fairly obvious Potomalt, so they're staying back. Unless Avenge gets a good swap on the Kunkka or something. That's the only way I think it's worth it. Like, swapping one of the supports probably is not going to do you as much. You can get a good kill, but you're going to suicide yourself for support if you swap in there. And 16-minute mech up on the Jakiro. It's pretty big. If they ever choose to clear the stack, that'll be really nice for them. Kunkka is 300 away from Lothar's. What is Luna making? Luna is making a BKB first. I can't argue with the BKB this early because they have so much. Other team has so much CC. This is just a game full of CC in general. Everyone has it. Kunkka's just like casually waiting to be able to initiate. Nyx does not have a blink dagger. See, if he's gonna get these arcanes anyway, you just delay your arcanes by 400, get them anyway. Oh, nice arrow.
Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures.
Separate wards and they just back off. And he still has Aegis, so if they lose him, it's not the end of the world. And the boat misses everything. And looks like they want to keep going. They should keep going. Nice ice path. Oh, and I think he got the wolf. Good swap by the Venge. And suddenly, it was a good fight for for Dyer again. This Kunkka just can't really do everything himself at this point. Like they didn't even use Eclipse. It's hard to use Eclipse against this. See, with Luna is like, I think she's like against push is like late game it's great because of Blaze, but early game it's awful because it makes your Eclipse be less effective. And they finally found that stack. It's like stacks from Luna, and Lycan picks up a Necro book. Interesting choice to go for the Necro over the BKB. I don't really understand it, but to each his own, I suppose. And Nyx is trying to save up for this Blink Dagger, which is really, really important because they don't have any initiation. Like, a lot of this game relies on Nyx being able to get good initiations. I think that's why Kunkka probably picked up a Shadow Blade. They have some kind of pseudo initiation, I guess. And then just warding it up. DK has his BKB completed. Mirana making a Desolator. She is 250 away, which will be really, really big. Venge has a Force, which is also really huge on that hero. And let's see how the last support Shakira is doing. 6 sentries. Mech still has 450 gold left. It's a good day to be a Dire support. And they have a single stack of this Ancients, so it looks like we're going to try to farm it up. Well, Luna's so far away from her BKB. I think she's severely underleveled. Well, not severely, but she's pretty underleveled. Like, Shakira's the same level as their carry Luna. Align is kind of underleveled as well. And the Deso seems to be done from running, and everyone's just being quiet and farming. I think they want to wait the next church, which is going to spawn soon. And I think it's going to spawn now. I don't remember how this goes. I've seen people explain it to me, but I always forget. I think he spawns... If he doesn't spawn now, he's going to spawn at the 9th minute?
Top tower.
I think this is a 9-minute spawn, but I'm not 100% sure.
Double damage.
Alright, nice smoke. They have a DD on the Dragonite and BKB and Deso up, so they got all their items. They go immediately smoke up into
The Dire might want to
the enemy jungle to try to get a kill. They can see this Luna, so they're just gonna kill the Luna. Venge can just swap. There's the swap. Stun. Stack stun. And man, that was a waste of a lot of ults. Like, you wasted DK ult, you wasted Lycan ult. I guess you have to push the aggro now. Like, with all these ults down, they didn't need to use that many. They had so much CC, they didn't need to waste their ults like that.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
But they can push this really easily with Deso, DK, Liquid Fire,
Radiant's mid tower.
and should be pretty easy racks. Or fairly easy racks. There's the BKB. Stun. Kills off the lion. Boat goes. Boat. I think it misses everything. On Vendetta.
I best do something about that bot.
Oh, that was a good carapace, but the Ice Path kind of saves the Venge.
How about that?
The Venge is really good at using her magic stick. And yeah, they take melee racks, and honestly, they should just be happy with that. They get a bunch of kills, don't lose anyone, get melee racks. I'll check that out. I'll check that out later. And then it looks like she's just gonna go for Yasha, get some attack speed up. I think you could go for Mjolnir. And Mjolnir the Lycan because they seem to be focusing him. And if Lycan doesn't get a BKB, then yeah, I don't think Mjolnir's awful. Rush is back up, and DK's making his AC. He's already got the Hyperstone. Still ways away from it, but he's got something. And then Lycan's rotating into Roche, and free Roche right now. You look at net worth, you've got Lycan way, like all 3 cores ahead of all 3 cores. But Nyx, I don't know how this Nyx is so poor. He's really far behind even all the supports except the line.
Roche won't be stalling around no more thanks to the dire.
Also with these I would say normally with like with the Aegises, it's okay that he's not rushing BKB because you know, they can waste his cooldowns on him once and he'll come back and he's fine. But the CC on Radiant is pretty low cooldown, all low cooldown spells. So it's not gonna be too bad. I also don't agree with Shadow Shaman getting the Ags before the Blink. I think the Blink is more important. Oh, good swap. Oh, but nice stun, and then he drops the wards right before he died. And then Nyx gets picked off. Did he use Care? She did. And Luna dies, and I think this is game. Nyx buys back, but after Luna's dead. And Shaman's dead, but and Nyx bought back, she just died back, and it looks like it should be GG. And by the looks of it, it looks like in this week 1 ESC matchup, ESC Thursday matchup. Oh wow, what a nice path. These ice paths by Have No Pity have been clutch. This game goes to the dire supports right now. But yeah, I was saying, this looks like this first game, first week for Karmatical and Slutty, end in a 1-1 tie.